Hi everybody, Tom Oates from the Wisconsin State Journal and madison.com here, and you Packer fans wanted change, and by golly, you've got change. Ted Thompson's out, Dom Capers is out, Mike McCarthy's still in. I'm sure some of you wanted more change than that, and some of you probably think that there's been too much change, especially given that you have one of the great quarterbacks in the game, and you don't want to truly disrupt the apple cart as he heads into the latter stages of his career here. But let's just go through the changes very quickly. The first one, Joe Philbin coming back as offensive coordinator. I think this is an underrated move. Philbin was a great go-between between Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers back in the day when he was the offensive coordinator previously before leaving for a head coaching job. And I think bringing him back will only help the offense. He's a guy McCarthy listens to. He has a very close relationship with Aaron Rodgers. So I think this is a thumbs up. Secondly, Mike Pettine replacing Dom Capers. As much as I respected Dom Capers, it was time for him to go. He just wasn't doing much with the talent he had. You can argue he didn't have great talent, but he wasn't doing much with it. Pettine has a great track record in the NFL. He's a Rex Ryan guy, and no matter what you think of Rex Ryan was a great defensive coach, and he came up under him. So I think he'll take what talent he's given and make a better defense in Green Bay. I'm giving that one as a thumbs up. I know this sounds like I'm jumping on bandwagons here, but Brian Gutekunst named general manager. I'm giving that a thumbs up. I just think he answers a lot of what they need as a general manager. He's got a great college scouting background. I think he's a great communicator, an inter-office communicator, and will solve a lot of the communication problems that Mark Murphy pointed out. Good guy, respected around the league as a college scout, has done made some great recommendations with the Packers drafts over the years. Steeped in the Ron Wolf tradition, which I believe is still very functional in the NFL today. So giving thumbs up on Brian Gutekunst. A couple other things. Now, one thing that happened when Brian Gutekunst was elevated was Alonzo Highsmith left, Elliott Wolf left, Ted Thompson obviously left. So now you've lost a bunch of really high-powered talent, well-respected around the league talent, no matter what people think about him here, well-respected talent, and now you've lost it. And it's Brian Gutekunst and who else? We don't know. There's been a brain drain in that personnel department that Brian's going to have to overcome. That I'm giving maybe a lukewarm on that one. I understand why some of it had to happen. Finally, Mark Murphy's changing the power structure. I just don't understand this. I don't see the need for it. He basically has three guys answering to him now, a salary cap guy, a coach, and a general manager. He says it's evolving the franchise. No, it's not evolving the franchise. In fact, it's going backwards. Packers had the same system in the late 80s and early 90s, and it wasn't until Bob Harlan, who was then the president, realized that it didn't work, that they brought in Ron Wolf as the all-powerful general manager and gave him control of all football. Well, now they're going back to what wasn't working. In fact, in many ways, Mark Murphy made himself the de facto general manager, and he's the president of the organization, and he's not qualified to make those decisions. It wasn't until Bob Harlan realized that he wasn't qualified to make those decisions that the Packers got on the right path in 1992. So that one I'm giving a big thumbs down. Very worried about that as it plays out in the future.